send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Going deep downfield for Ross. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd down now, it's Love. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Watson. Flush to his right. The ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Here's Smith on the option left, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. Pilot, 64, weak. Slam. Look at me, zipper. Hey, exit. Hey, Mike, 51. The pass. Watch the pass. Go, Mike. Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Crunch. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Out of the gun, Smith. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Deion Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Let's go, defense.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Watson. He's got a man, complete. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. The chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Stephon Tuitt. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. They'll run for it with Love, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Devin McCourty brings him down. But it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 51 the mic, boys. 51.
General West.
Watch the screen. Watch
Get it.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Not today, you are. Not today.
2nd and 10, Smith again, dumping it off for Johnson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Check safety, check safety.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
They run with Holyfield. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Yes, yes.
56.
Hey, lock it.
56. Check 56.
Look, squeeze. Rock it.
On second and 11 now. Smith, open here, Adam Thielen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Go. Hey, Foxtrot.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
Big grip.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Saints on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Now it's Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28th. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Let's go.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Check.
Miller. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
Watch twist.
80 weapon.
Twist.
Let go.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 24. Out. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. 5.
Now Holyfield. And an alley to run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get excited.
36, 36. Watch the edge.
Get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Elijah Holyfield, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Carolina. John Ross, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Ready? 18 Gator.
51. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
X3, 218, chopper.
Y'all not ready.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check, 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 check. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 56. Here we go, here we go.
Here's Smith on the option left.
Run, 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 run.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Leo!
At the Panthers' 12-yard line.
Check.
Hey, Sam on!
Check 3. Same on. Flare.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Smith going to throw it. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adam Thielen, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. To Vecchio to add the PAT. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Open man is Kroon, the tight end. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
But defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
Check.
Here's Watson, option left. And some space here. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do. Saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.